April 30th, 2019. I said we had to leave the house at 4:30 to go turkey hunting. It is now 4:40 and I gotta put $20 in gas so that we make it there. We are in absolute scramble to try to get to the turkey property on time. Last night we were up late doing the fear fishing experiment. I think I can throw 20 in right now. And we are going to make it there. Just enough time to get the decoys and in the ground blind. So quick opening so I can throw down some gas. Hopefully this morning we put a tag on a bird. We have made it to the turkey spot. I'm making good time for being up a couple minutes late. I left the house just a few minutes later than I wanted to. 5:15 right now, but I gotta get all my gear on. I gotta get all the cameras in there, my bow, and we have to get that decoys out in the field before those turkeys get off the roost. So as much as we are ahead, we're still a little behind. So this is gonna be really quick. Hopefully today's the day, but we got to get in there right now or we're going to get busted by those birds and they're never going to come out of the roost or come out of the roost the wrong way. So fingers crossed that today is the day. Let's get this done. Fill a tag for once. No idea at all what is going on today. Got in here with all kinds of time and not a single gobble, nothing, no sign of turkeys, lots of geese, lots of crows, but no gobblers at all. So I haven't even turned the big camera on. 10 after 6 right now. So I think we're gonna sit pretty and maybe they've just moved the roost and they're gonna show up. But as of right now, this has been the slowest morning of a slow season. Son of a gun. Hopefully something happens. Alright, finally had a turkey show up on top of the hill. But if you look at the footage right now, there's a white-tailed deer standing on the left of the turkey, right on the fence line. You can just kind of see the outline, and the deer move every couple seconds in between the trees. So let's see what's gonna happen here. See that deer moving? There it comes. That's so cool. Alright, they were ultra quiet this morning, never heard a peep, just had a hen walk by, heard some gobblers, and we saw 5 deer. So this went from the worst, what I thought the worst hunt was, to one of the coolest mornings ever. So we're gonna hang out here until one of these gobblers show up or it gets midday. But like my buddy Dave just texted me, patience, grasshopper, patience. morning started off a little slow, like worrisome slow, and then she heated up. That was absolutely a stunning morning. The only way that could have possibly got better is that I shot a bird. Super cool. I like super cool to see all those whitetail come in. Saw a ton of turkeys. They were unresponsive to calls, but I'm gonna say that's a successful outing. Man, it's not all about shooting animals, or it is more of like being out here, seeing that. The deer were awesome. They spent about 20 minutes in the field. I'm praying all this footage turned out. Man, this is a wonderful morning. Right around 10:30 now. Goblin stopped about an hour and a half ago, and I was just sitting in there hoping one would come in. I don't know when the next time we're going to get to turkey hunt. Wednesday and Thursday, downpour. Friday I might go turkey hunting with someone else to film. Saturday opening a walleye on the Bay of Quinte, and then we're going to the Rockstar Triple Crown in Barrie. And then Sunday I'm sleeping in to edit that vlog, so I'm not sure when I'm gonna make it back out here. But what a morning. I'm pumped. So much, so cool. I can't express enough that you should all get your hunting licenses, get some bows, just go sit out in the woods and have a good time. Right now I'm gonna start heading back to town. Because the rain's coming the next 2 days, I'm gonna check to see how the rivers are. Maybe we'll get out for a little steelhead action today. But like we talked about before, nothing at Fear Fishing goes to plan, ever. Just on my way back to Port Hope, I thought I'd stop at the river and see what the water quality is like. Gentleman just headed upstream. I didn't get a chance to talk to him, but there's a fish right there. The water is clean. It's looking good. There's a couple more on the other side. One there, one up there. So there is some fish kicking around. The plan for today is, oh, there's a whole bunch right here. Oh, there's another one. Steely's there. It seems as though there's quite a few fish in this part of the river. There's a bunch of little like log jams and stuff like that along here. So I have a pile of stuff to do. I need to get the last night's experiment onto iTunes. I got some running around to do. But tomorrow, like I said before, I think it's gonna rain another 25 to 35 millimeters of rain. So today is the day. I'm hoping to get all my stuff done, tie up a few rope bags, and hit the river later this afternoon. Hopefully we can catch a few. But I can't go fishing unless I get my stuff done and my running around. So better get to that, because I want to catch one of these. Finally, got everything done. When I got home, I got the experiment loaded onto iTunes and SoundCloud, which means now it's right around 4:30. Gonna be honest, these turkey mornings are absolutely killing me. Going to bed at midnight, waking up at 4 a.m. is hard on the system, but I did get a siesta in there for about an hour. The only thing I didn't get done is I didn't get any road tied, so we're going with the bead and the pink worm, and I got some flies we can use too. So it's good just to get out. This is more of a scouting trip. Again, because the water was dirty and I haven't had a chance to look at the river at all. We hook a couple fish, that's a bonus, but I'm really excited to get out and just go for a walk on the river. Let's get going. I'm a little behind. I would have been like to have left an hour ago, but sadly that didn't work. And I still gotta take my boat to Mercer Marine tonight. So let's go. Hopefully we find some fish. Water was looking good. Let's get over to the river. Went and checked that little creek that we've been watching the water levels at, and there's an absolute pile of anglers fishing in there, so that isn't really work for the vlog, for filming. See if there's anything up in this tiny creek, and that's not looking good at first glance. The hardest part about spring steelhead fishing and filming it is trying to find somewhere there isn't a billion guys and there's some fish around. So that is the dilemma right now, trying to find somewhere to fish where there's some fish and not 50 people. It's good to see everybody out fishing though. It just doesn't work very well for filming fishing. one in that big old log jam. Lost them. There's an absolute ton of fish on this stretch spawning. There's a ton of fish, ultra shallow, and since opener there must have been just an absolute pile of anglers because they are beyond spooky would be an understatement. There's about 6 of them right over there in that little log jam trying to do the deed, but if you walk within 5 feet of them, there they go nuts. So tough day. I'm glad I got out for a couple hours. I got to talk to 5 or 6 people about spear fishing and steelheading and the rivers and turkey hunting. So it wasn't a bad day at all. Steelheading opening week is for sure a young man's game of getting up real early, fishing pools with 5 or 6 guys and catching fish. So I enjoyed my day. I hope he starts dropping back at Port Hope and I'll get out for some of that, but kind of a bummer not to catch one. Kind of nice to get out, chat with some people, and get those steps in. I wonder how many steps I got in today. We're rocking it. Home time. Home sweet home. All around good day. Turkey hunting was exciting this morning. Awesome to see those deer. I really hope that all that footage turns out. Right now, instead of doing this in the dungeon, wrap this up outside, I'm going to take the Dietwald battle wagon to Mercer's house to get it ready for this Sunday's Quinny opener. Mark, Sean, and myself are going to Quinny in the morning, and then we are headed to Barrie for the Rockstar Triple Crown Arena Cross event. It's going to be super cool. I'm really excited about that. Friday, if the rain doesn't happen, I'm going to try to get out and do a turkey hunt, and maybe Friday afternoon I can convince Amber to come with me, and maybe we'll go to Mercer's house and see if we can't dangle a little trouts there. So thanks so much for watching. Kind of a bummer we didn't land a steelhead tonight, but I guess that's part of the game. You shore anglers out there, you have a tougher job than us boat guys. It's a lot easier to find fishing spots and uncrowded areas with a boat than it is with a fishing from shore. So good on you guys, stick it out there. There's kind of like a rite of passage. You do some shore fishing, you do some steelheading, and then you get a boat when you're a little older, and then you get a little more freedom. So stay at it, boys. I hope you guys have a heck of a time on the river. I'm going to Mercer Marine. I will see you later.